Hey guys, it's me, and it's not really time for another update, but, I was reading something on the internet. Who would have known it would have come from Fanfiction.net? There's a big bug crawling all over my camera. But, something I'd like to share with you. This is a story called Struggle. It's a Sailor Moon fanfiction. That bug needs to get out of that socket. Like, seriously. But the main character was just killed. And the main character was trans. And like, the final chapter is probably the most sad. It says, the man who killed Haruka did it almost out of pity. He only listened to the parts of Haruka's speech where he discussed his pain and anguish, ignoring those about relief and happiness. Sadly, he was only sentenced to voluntary manslaughter as opposed to murder. The judge and jury believed that he was not in the right state of mind and didn't know what he was doing. He did, though. He even told them all about how he knew he was going to kill him, and that he showed up just to kill him. He said that he felt that she should have stayed in the body she was given, and just worked through the rest of her problems. Not to do such an immoral thing by changing her gender just to please herself. That's selfish. He said it would have been absolutely fine if she remained homosexual. The judge and jury apparently agreed with him. But nobody seems to realize that it's not just that simple to remain homosexual. Like me, for instance. I love women. I can't deny that, but I don't feel like a woman. I cringe every time somebody calls me ma'am, or refers to me as that woman over there. It would be just like being a man, loving who you are, and somebody mistaking you for a woman. That's the kind of pain I feel when somebody refers to me as what I really am. Whenever a clerk or passerby says, "Thank you, sir," or "Yes, sir, how can I help you?" I simply smile and start speaking with them. It's almost like it feels good for them to call me that. It feels right. Whenever my girlfriend and I are together, nobody looks at us funny, especially when I have my jacket on. I don't see the breasts that a female my size should have. I'm thankful for the breast reduction I had when I was 18. Ever since then, it's given me an insight as to what I seem to be truly lacking in my life. Yet whenever she's with her sister, who's also a lesbian, but she's got a large chest, defining that she is in fact a female, we get strange looks. The point I'm trying to get across with this is that we have feelings too. You can't judge somebody simply because they're different. You can't tell them that they're wrong for feeling like they do. This was a little more of a positive insight into someone struggling with transgenderism. But real life is not always nice to those who suffer. All of Haruka's friends still loved him, and they supported him, as did society. But look at the reality of things when it comes to this. Look up transgender deaths once. I bet you'll find a story about a woman who was stabbed, and the paramedics stopped working on her when they cut off her clothes to find that she was pre-surgery, and later died because of that. The last thing I say before I say farewell for this story: don't bottle it inside if you've got feelings like this. I did that, and they truly do tear you apart from the inside out. Even if you just write, as I did, trust me, it'll make you feel so much better. I'm lucky enough to have a girlfriend who still loves me and truly supports me with all of this. It helps that she's bisexual. If you don't agree with that, why'd you read this far? And don't tell me how wrong I am for feeling like this, or writing stories like this. I like being the one that's different, the one that's brave enough to write stories that nobody else would even think of attempting. And you all love me for it. I love you all too. All of your support and reviews keep me doing this. And if you were all to stop reviewing, I think I'd stop writing, and in turn go crazy with the thoughts in my head. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to read some of my other stories. And if you want a link to this story, it's really, really sad and really, really angsty. If you want a link to this story, I'll put it up on the sidebar over there. And the name of the author is Haruka-Chan 212. So, it's like, I'll write it down on the sidebar. but it's on fanfiction.net. If you want to read it, it's probably about, I'd say, close to 1,000 words, maybe. It's 11 chapters. They're really short. It's a easy read. Well, not easy to get through, but easy to read. And this is probably my favorite author out of the entire website. But yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to share with you today. I've got to get back to coloring Axel's hair because I haven't even started yet, and Rachel's going to get mad at me. So, yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys later. I'm trying to get an appointment for the TLC clinic, so I sent another email off, and I'm going to make sure I have the right emails and stuff like that, because I hate sending things to the wrong people. You know how that is? And they don't get back to you, and you're like, why didn't you get back to me? And you're like, well, I didn't get your email. But, yeah, so tomorrow is going to be a big day. I got my car inspected. It passed. I didn't do anything to it. I swear to God. So tomorrow I have to take my driving test so that I can get my license back. Well, not back, but renewed. So that I can get my new name and status put on my license. And then hopefully by the end of the summer I can get Dr. Winstead to prescribe me my medicines, as well as everything else, because she is my doctor, which is funny. My doctor is my trans doctor too, so, and I didn't even know that, so, yeah. But this video is running a little bit too long for my liking, but I just wanted to share the chapter with you, and I hope you guys are having a good night. I suppose it's 1 o'clock in the morning, like most of my videos, but I hope you guys are having a good evening, and yeah, I'll see you later.